Good morning, PhoenixTypewriter.com here. There's lots of these electric Smith Coronas about, and I'm just going to show a simple thing about the ribbons on these. How they, especially the ones after like 1974, they put these shafts on the ribbons that are plastic instead of metal, and they hang up when you try to get the spools off them. So this would apply to an electric version or the manual version. This one's electric. And nice machines. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's zoom in here a little bit, get a little bit closer to subject matter. It has to do with these spools and these plastic shafts here. They used to be metal, and they didn't have this little tip on the end. And after 74 or so, they put plastic ones on there, either black or white like this. They're both the same. But what happens is the original spools look like this, they're metal, and they've actually got a little, the shaft in the center has this little bevel to it. So has a tendency to get by this little notch, these little tips here. But with the replacement spools that you find a lot, they don't want to come off. You try to pull them off and they're pretty tight, and even when you squeeze this thing together, they don't want to come off. And if you're not careful, you'll rip the whole shaft out of there, and then you got troubles. So what I'm going to do is show you how to fix that. It's pretty simple. It's just a modification that anybody can do. Let me get some light down here, and we'll hop to this. All you need is a nice, fresh X-Acto knife. And what we're going to do, I'm going to just leave the lid on here and everything, even though it's not very accessible. But I'm going to cut the bottom. The shape of this here is the problem. And let me get a piece of paper here, maybe. I'll show you what that looks like. So that little shaft right there is, it's like an acorn. So there's the center. But it's got a straight edge, kind of like that. So when you try to pull the spool off that way, it catches on this straight edge. It goes down that way just fine, but it catches on these little edges. All we're going to do is shave those edges off, so now the new piece will look like that. It'll look like that. And so it's going to go around it. And even if you get too aggressive and you shave that whole tip off, that's fine. That shaft will work just fine. Because there's nowhere for this ribbon to go. Once the lid's shut, it can't come off anyhow. And the old ones didn't have any kind of tip on them, so as far as I'm concerned, you can just take that tip right off. So let's see if we can get it down here a little closer and see if I can do this on camera. So I'm just going to leave the spool on here, and I'm going to shave the bottom of this off with the X-Acto knife. We're just going to lift up and cut the bottom edge and make a little and get all the way to the edges. Make sure you got a fresh blade so it can cut through that plastic. Okay, so that one side looks pretty good. Let's do the other side here. got a room there. And let's see if that comes off now. Okay, so now the tip doesn't quite look like that tip anymore. Just shaved a little bit. Let's see if the spool comes off now. Oh yeah, see, it comes right off and it still snaps in there just fine. Whereas this one, it won't come off. So just repeat the process on both sides and you'll have no trouble in the future. It comes right off. Alright, that's my video for today. Typewriter, we're out.